House of the Dragon, Season 1, Episode number 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to next week's episode of House of the Dragon. Last week, the way we ended the episode, a nice little fight, man. Daemon did his thing. I will say, Daemon... I think Daemon's my favorite character in the show right now, man. I really like Daemon's character, and I fuck with his dragon, man. Super unique looking. But last week's episode, fantastic battle at the end. Daemon did his thing, you know. He got the letter from his brother, from Viserys, and he was gonna send help. He was gonna send aid, but Daemon wanted to do it himself, and he did it himself. You know, well, not necessarily himself. Obviously, he had the help of the people around him, Corlys and his family, but. You know, he was the one to go out there and lead that fight and make that decision, you know, to kind of put himself in that vulnerable position to draw the enemy out and put his team in a position to win it. And that's what happened, man. He did it. It was fucking fantastic. It was a great battle to see at the end. And I think I am going to go back and rewatch it. You know, maybe once the season is done, I'll go back and rewatch some of my favorite moments. But that is definitely one of my favorite moments of the season thus far. We are only on episode 4, but... obviously, we've been having time jumps each episode. I think from episode 1 to 2, there was like a 6-month time jump. And then from episode 2 to 3, there was like a 2-year time jump. So I'm kind of curious if we're going to have a time jump this episode too. I'm assuming we are, but maybe it's not going to be as big as a 2-year time jump. Now, obviously, we still have everything going on with the king and Rhaenyra and stuff like that. The king, he has his baby. Alicent is pregnant with another child as well. Rhaenyra is supposed to get married at some point, but she's not being forced to marry somebody. I think he said he was going to let her choose, which I think there's a possibility she marries Sir Criston Cole, but I'm not 100% sure. So, regardless, guys, I'm going to stop wasting time. We're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, you do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. For reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out. Link in the description down below. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop into this episode. Let me hear that intro. Man, it feels so good to hear this shit every time at the start. It just really brings you back. You guys let me know in the comments too, man. Do you have... I mean, I can't be the only one that feels like it. That just has that, you know, exact Westeros Game of Thrones feel to it, man. From episode 1 to now, I feel like they've nailed it, man. You know, some sequel shows, well, I guess sequel or prequel shows, they don't really have that same feeling as the original. This one feels just like it, but with different characters. But the thing is, we're still dealing with the same houses. So I know they're technically new characters that we've never met. It still feels like we kind of know them, and it kind of meshed really well. You know, like I don't feel like some shows, it takes me a while to get attached to the characters or get into the characters, but I feel like even from episode 1, you know, I was already in it. They done a fantastic job with it. At least the problem in the Stepstones are solved now too, though, so I'm kind of curious as to what's gonna, what Daemon's storyline is gonna be now that he's done with that.
And though my seat may be lesser in size, it is situated most pleasingly.
Are these all possible husbands for her?
The Blackwoods are an ancient house with a formidable army. And the Riverlands, they once ruled as kings.
It's all about the politics.
Ours is a bond that has long endured. Since Lucas Blackwood, the grandsire of my grandsire, aided the dragon in his war of conquest.
Aye, the Blackwoods truly turned the tide on that one.
This poor soul, he's so nervous.
If chosen as your match, princess, your day shall be easy and night safe.
Protection? The princess has a dragon, you dumb cunt.
Let us have the next, so we may go to supper.
Yeah, she's like, let's get on with this thing. Oh, shit.
We're leaving.
The kid. Oh, no. The kid killed him. Damn. He said, run that shit, bitch. You want to talk? We can talk. Damn, I thought the kid was going to be the one to die. You know, this is a Game of Thrones world. I wouldn't be surprised if they killed a child. It wouldn't be the first time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if her and Daemon got together. Like, I mean, you know, Targaryens, they ended that shit. And Daemon You know, first episode, I keep going back to it. He did seem like he cares for them. Look at Otto, man. Otto, he a little grimy, man. Kind of remind me of Littlefinger a little bit. He made himself a little crown and everything.
Add it to the chair.
Is this right after last episode? No, not right after, but not too big of a time jump from last episode. Is that him saying he defeated the crab people?
But I know that there is only one true king, Your Grace. My crown and the stepstones are yours.
It always feels like Daemon's working an angle, but he also...
To Driftmark.
Who holds the stepstones?
The tides, the crabs, and 2,000 dead Triarchy corsairs staked to the sand to warn those who might follow.
Daemon always seems like he's working an angle, but I mean, I feel like he cares about his family. Bro, I'm too quick to trust in these shows, you know? So I'm trying not to trust too much.
Come.
Like, I really like Daemon's character, I do, but it always feels like there's just some dark overtone to it, like something's gonna happen, you know? And it's like, fuck, man, with Game of Thrones, I trusted too quick, so I'm trying not to this time. I don't really trust anybody in this show.
Perhaps Prince Daemon would care for a tour of the gallery. He hasn't yet seen the new tapestries gifted to you by Novus and Quahor.
Would you like to see the tapestry? As I said, you were the fool. No, you were. You were. I am.
Maybe her and Alicent will become friends again. But, I mean, I feel like that's kind of a weird relationship. Because they were best friends before, and then she got married to her dad.
It is rare for girls in this realm to get a choice between two suitors, no less 2 score of them. Those men and boys don't fawn over me. They only want my name and my Valyrian blood for their offspring.
Yeah. It's all about the politics of it.
How romantic it must be to get imprisoned in a castle and me to squeeze out to heirs.
It's kind of what she was forced to do. She didn't want this.
I like to believe I'm still the Lady Alicent, but all anyone sees when they look at me now is the Queen. I've missed you too.
Yeah, they're gonna end up being friends again, man. That's the thing, Alicent never even wanted any of this. Otto forced her into it, and, you know, Viserys didn't even see what he was being set up for.
Scorio master. Selavo se umbun aho. Amazinot kepen noche me vindigan toliat izzi.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna end up together, man.
What do you want?
Only the comforts of home.
I've not thought you particularly comfortable in this home. Though I do suppose you seem changed by your adventures.
After going to war.
You've matured yourself these last 4 years, Princess.
4 years since he left from the first episode, huh?
I dino de malo sud vedila merisa. Tinaxon toya gausa gamorgan costa.
Abra sud vejitsus.
Moi pegni erixos jaila nike nuho pradasmo brasilio dele uno go daradex.
Oh yeah, that's right, he is married, so can he even get married again?
Eo munia mastas lir mundas maista. In case mundas avuisa.
It's true. They do say the best things in life are on the other side of fear.
The stepstones were meant to be one for the realm, but over the past few days, it seems we have traded a crab feeder for a sea snake.
The sea snake is an overproud man, to be sure, Your Grace. I fear Lord Corlys's pride is the least of our worries.
I don't wish to cause you further distress, Your Grace, but my brother has sent disturbing word from Old Town.
Oh god, what now, Otto?
To have engaged in negotiations with the Sea Lord of Bravos. He plans to wed
Bravos.
his daughter Lena to the Sea Lord's son.
Oh shit.
If House Velaryon
entered into an alliance with the Free Cities, we would have to seek our own marriage pact.
And that's when she would get sold off. She's gonna have to choose somebody quick before that happens, man. Damn. Braavos, is that the first time we've heard it mentioned in this show? Because House Valyrian wasn't in Game of Thrones, right? So I'm assuming at some point House Valyrian gets wiped off the map. Oh shit. Yo, that's dope. We out here, huh? Yeah, it's chaos out here in these streets, man.
Do you wish to know your death?
Oh my god. What the hell? She's getting to see what the real world's like a little bit, huh?
A babe is born. A son. Might that chair bear?
Daemon's trying to plant, you know, cause a rift between them. More of a rift, you know. There's already a rift there between her and her dad. He's trying to expand on it.
Rhaenyra. The realm's delight. But would she make a powerful queen? Or would she be...
Daemon's seeing how she's reacting to it.
For one night, I wish to be free of the burdens of my inheritance.
4 Copper Street rat in King's Landing we pay for our pleasures.
Hey, stop, boy!
Wait, I'll find him.
That's the thing, like with Daemon, he always has another agenda to him, I feel like. You know, but he also doesn't, he's not the worst of the worst. Like, I feel like Otto's worse than him. Yeah, he's taking her through all the places, man. They're saying the princess, they know it's her. Yep. That's why he took her hat off, huh? Yeah. This is why he really came back to go after Rhaenyra, huh? They're just doing the shit right here. Ain't word gonna get out? I mean, like, with Jaime and Cersei, you know, they was keeping they shit on the low, you know? You motherfuckers just out here in public, huh? It's that Targaryen shit, man. Dude, I wonder how her dad, like, how her dad's gonna feel if they end up getting together, if they really do end up getting married. Maybe this is gonna be her pick for marriage, man. I mean, they always did get along from, you know, the scenes we've seen them in and stuff. But again, I don't remember what house he's from, but I don't think she really cares about all that. She doesn't really care about the politics too and stuff. She just wants to be with someone she actually enjoys being around. Well, I guess this ends up being her choice, huh? Of who she ends up with. But I wonder where Daemon's... if Daemon's gonna end up staying or leaving, or what's gonna happen with him.
Apologies for the late hour, my lord.
What is it?
Oh no.
Master brings word from the White Worm.
Is this the kid that followed her? Yep. Oh shit. They got a tiny door for their big door. That was the kid that followed her when she had left that place with Daemon, huh?
I apologize for the early hour, Your Grace. I have discomforting news. I thought it best shared discreetly before the council convenes.
The sea snake.
I had considered saying nothing, but...
What has she done?
The princess was spied last evening in a pleasure house.
What of it?
She was carrying on with her uncle.
Mm-hmm.
They were engaged in behaviors unbecoming of a maiden. Of a princess.
I wonder how he's gonna react to this, man.
What must I say, Your Grace?
You enter my bedchamber, accusing my daughter of something. Now speak it plainly.
Daemon and Rhaenyra were seen together in the bowels of a pleasure den.
There it is. Finish it.
Coupling.
Damn. Alicent heard all that too, huh?
Who is responsible for this gossip? Have this rumor monger brought before me at once, and I will take their eyes, awaiting your best chance to destroy her reputation.
I have no such intent, Your Grace.
Otto be so laid back to seem like he's always on his side.
Do you wish to have your blood on the Iron Throne so badly that you are willing to destroy mine own? Just get out.
That's what he was doing with Alicent. I mean, he's not lying about this, but...
Leave me. Once.
He's not lying about this, but, like, that's what he wanted with Alicent, you know? Trying to get his blood up there.
Princess, I have a message from the Queen.
She warning her? Telling her that her dad knows? Or is she just trying to meet up with her?
My father has made some worrying allegations about you. Were you with your uncle?
Oh, I haven't seen him in years. He took me into the city for some fun.
Tell me the whole of it, Rhaenyra.
Well, I drank wine, left the castle after dark.
Worse.
You Targaryens do have queer customs. And Daemon certainly knows no limit.
Alicent, Your Grace, sister, you must know I would never. You cannot believe such gossip. I am the princess. To question my virtue is an act of treason.
She's the queen, though.
So you are accusing me of slanders? You overheard?
She's just kind of come to you before, you know, the king does.
I was only a spectator. I didn't do anything. And then Daemon sank into his cups and abandoned me for some whore.
I mean, yeah, he did abandon her, but they did some stuff.
Daemon never touched me. I swear this to you, upon the memory of my mother.
Yeah, but they...
The king demands an audience, my friend.
Yep. Dude, Daemon might get killed. Motherfucker might get beheaded.
You defiled her.
When we were Rhaenyra's age, we fucked our way through most of the brothels on the Street of Silk.
You have ruined her. What lord will wed her now in this condition?
You are the dragon. Your word is truth and law.
I have spent a lifetime defending you. You are no conqueror. You are a plague, sent to destroy me. It's my throne. Go back to the Vale, Daemon.
Tried to send him back there once. Dude came back, got kicked out again.
Jaehaerys would have disinherited you.
For a lie? You've yet to ask me for the truth of what happened.
The truth does not matter, Rhaenyra. Only perception. You have
what people believe.
Your courtship is at an end. You will wed Selena Velaryon.
Oh, shit.
The son of the sea snake. So I can be a remedy for your political headaches.
I mean, yeah, it helps with the political side, too.
The combined strength of our shared dragons and naval fleets. No one would dare to stand against us. The House of the Dragon will stand as one for a further generation. Every man on my small council and all councils past has been self-interested. It is unavoidable.
I disagree.
You served my grandson nobly in his final days. You are the man that taught me how to be king. You went from being another man in Jaehaerys' court to the second most powerful man in the realm. I wonder, how long did it take you to choose yourself over your king?
Yep.
I will never recover from Emma's death. But Alicent, she was a calculated distraction.
The Queen loves you. As I know.
She's suffering, bruh. She's suffering.
The crown and the realm. Both owe you a debt that can never be repaid. But I can no longer trust your judgment.
He's got too much self-interest in it, trying to get his blood on the throne. He planted that seed with Alicent going to see him all the time, man. which is the reason he didn't marry Lord Corlys's daughter. Because had he done that, he probably did this whole show would have took a different route, you know?
I'm sorry, what is that?
A tea, Princess. From the king. It will rid you of any unwanted consequences.
Oh shit, it's a plan B. Except it ain't a pill, it's a tea. Damn. Yeah, I mean, cause you never know, you know? You really never know. God damn. Season 1, episode 4 of House of the Dragon is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. What an episode, man. Not really any action at all this week in comparison to last week, but you know what? We pushed the story, man. We pushed the story. Otto, he's finally been seen for what he is. I'm not gonna lie, the first episode, I didn't really see it too much. Second episode, you start to see it more. Third episode, and this episode, you know, he kind of reminds me of Littlefinger a little bit, you know, and especially right there, he was saying he went from being just another person to the hand of the king essentially in 5 days, you know, so he was probably involved in that death, or maybe it was just a coincidence. And then after that, he started to make his moves and plays, but I'm assuming he was involved in that death somehow, some way, you know. But Otto, he's finally out of there, man. I wonder what's gonna happen with Alicent, how that's gonna affect her and Viserys, how it's gonna affect their relationship because she's already not happy there. But I mean, she's already married and he's the king, so there really ain't much she can do, you know. You saw a lot of the parallels this episode of the flashes back between her and Rhaenyra, and at first I was kind of like, why are we, you know, randomly flashing to Alicent at times just for, you know, doing some stuff like taking care of the baby or getting ready for bed or taking care of the king. But you kind of see the flashes, you know, because her and Rhaenyra are about the same age, you know, like they were best friends growing up and stuff. And then everything kind of changed when she got forced into her marriage. And that's exactly what Rhaenyra doesn't want. She doesn't want to be forced into that position, which is exactly what happened with Alicent, you know. That's why she was always messing with her nails and bleeding from her fingers and stuff, because she didn't want to do everything, but Otto forced her to, you know. Right after Viserys' wife died from the C-section, he sent her, and she kind of was like a seed planted, slowly growing more and more every day up until the point of where, you know, he had to choose another wife, and Lord Corlys thought it was going to be his daughter, but he ended up choosing her. I mean, had Alicent not been there as a choice, he probably would have chose Lord Corlys' daughter, which, yeah, is weird, you know, 30 years old and shit, but again, as Daemon was explaining, like everything's political in this episode. It's really just alliances and stuff when you get married. It's not really to be in love or, you know, who you want to be with, you know. And then you see with Rhaenyra, she's actually getting a choice. Like Alicent said, most of the time you don't get one or even two choices, you know, and she's sitting here getting tons and she doesn't want any of them. But I kind of figured like Criston Cole, you know, they kind of took, she kind of took a liking to him from the first time he was introduced and whatnot. So I kind of figured it would either be him, which is what I thought these first few episodes. And then in this episode, you know, I started to think maybe it would be Daemon, because, you know, Targaryens, they do be into that shit, but who knows? I mean, she's still technically not married to anybody. So I don't know. Maybe she will end up getting with Criston Cole and marrying him, but I don't remember what house he was from. I know they had mentioned it in the first episode, I think, when he was fighting, when he was fighting against Daemon, I think it was. But I just can't remember what house it was. And then I think there is still a chance maybe she could be with Daemon, maybe marry him, but I don't know, man. You never know what the hell is going to happen with the show. I'm assuming we're going to have 10 episodes a season, so we're close to the halfway point there, and we've been having time jumps. You know, we've been having a lot of time jumps every single episode from the start to now. I think this episode they mentioned it. I think they said either 4 or 5 years since the Queen's death. Man, from episode 1, we've already had that much time pass. And the show has definitely pushed itself, man. It really has. But, you know, we got to see a lot more King's Landing this episode, kind of go out and see what it's like. You know, they did the little play this episode like they did in Game of Thrones that Arya had seen when she was over doing her training as becoming a faceless person. You know, she saw that play over there. It kind of reminded me of that. Obviously, this one was in King's Landing, but both were kind of about the crown and stuff. You know, I think the play in Game of Thrones was about Joffrey's death and stuff like that. And then this one, obviously, about them not wanting Rhaenyra to be the princess. You know, she got to see what the common folk actually think about her. And this is the whole thing with the story this whole time. It's been about finding an heir, a male heir to take the throne. You know, it was going to be Daemon, or, you know, the first episode, he was hoping that the baby that was going to be born was going to be a boy, which it was, but it didn't survive. You know, bad birth, C-section, lost both of them. And then, you know, he named Rhaenyra, which was kind of a shock to people, and some people didn't like that too much. Then he got with Alicent, and now he does have a baby boy, but he already named Rhaenyra the heir to the throne. But it's also like, since he has a male son, it's just a whole back and forth, man. And I don't know how the season's gonna end. I don't know if episode 9 is gonna be like that crazy ass episode that happens, but I'm here for it. I'm excited for it. Guys, let me know what you thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, also if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to the next 2 episodes. You guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys all did enjoy that video you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like and comment down below. What is a movie or TV series that you guys would like to see me react to next? Want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest tier supporters over on Patreon, man. Shout out to the homie That's So Gordo, the homie Silas Kane, and the homie Alexander Collins. I appreciate your guys' insane support, man. If you guys want to join the Patreon family, link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.